welcome or welcome back. We are going to jump into the energy for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising North Node. Really, if you have Aquarius anywhere in your chart, the messages may resonate. Even if you are cross watching for an Aquarius, there might be messages here for you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive in and see what the messages are. Messages for the sign of Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Messages for Aquarius. Okay. Oh, geez. Interesting. This card just came out. Marriage. And this came out with the last reading, which was Scorpio. Yeah, so this could be something to do with a long-term committed relationship, potentially a marriage. Someone is being faithful, or someone has questions about, whether someone is loyal or faithful within this relationship dynamic. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be business. It could be a friendship. It could be something like that. But whatever this is, like, you've known this person for a really long time. You've had some type of relationship with this person for a really long time. And that's very interesting because the card that is at the top of the deck, while at the bottom, there's something to do with, sorry, I'm directionally challenged, but we have the dog, which is, loyalty at the top. We have this false person here. So someone may be justified in their wonderings as to whether or not someone is being faithful or loyal, because someone is being false. For some of you guys, someone has changed, like, I'm hearing pattern recognition, but also there's something to do with, like, this person has changed, like, the way that they dress or the way that they act, or like this person, all of a sudden it is like they're really big into like getting in the gym, or they're really big into, like, someone wants to have some type of cosmetic procedure. They're really big into something, but it's not because they just love themselves and they want to be better. For someone, it is, they love the attention that they're receiving, because they're getting some type of attention from somewhere else. But let's keep pulling, because hopefully that's not what we have here. When we had the Scorpio reading, this was, that reading was all about like love and marriage and, commitment and all of those great things. I don't like seeing this false person come out. Yeah, so early on. Messages for the sign of Aquarius. Oh, geez. Yeah, we have bouquet, and you'll see, there's the bouquet, and it actually came in reverse. This is so, yeah. And we have marriage again. Okay, I'm just going to say this. For some of you guys, you could be in a relationship with someone, a long-term committed relationship with someone. And, with that false person, someone is living like a double life. For some of you guys, like, either this is you or this is your person. Like, someone is actually interested in like the same sex, or they have like some type of relationship with the same sex. If this is like a romantic, romantic involvement or something to that effect. Yeah, at the top we have deep thoughts. I feel like, again, someone has changed something up about like the way that they do things. They could be, this might be a little bit TMI, but someone could be asking for, certain things in the bedroom that normally they didn't, like, you didn't think that they were into, and maybe it makes you uncomfortable and you're starting to question someone's sexuality. For some of you guys, you could be questioning your own sexuality. Like, someone is wanting to explore. But for someone, like, I feel like, someone has had like a very, with this military, when I split the deck, it could be that someone had like a very strict upbringing, and because of that, like, they feel like they have to live this double life. Or maybe they, someone feels like, this could be someone's not married at all, but like someone is thinking about, okay, well, one day I want to get married, and settle down and have a family. And someone is thinking about, like doing the traditional route, but what they're really interested is like they're interested in the same sex. And someone is having deep thoughts about, what they, what they should do, because they are, they came from a very strict background. We'll see. I'm going to look at what this bouquet card means, but let me get one more card here. Messages for, okay. We have child. If someone is, someone could be living, like I said, someone could be living a double life with, we saw that false person at the very beginning. And I feel like, with this child card, someone could be like very naive, or someone could be innocent within, like, this could be like a, third party type situation. Someone else has been introduced into, this relationship dynamic. And it's like, two of the people are well aware, but one person is not. One person is completely naive as to like what's going on behind the scenes. Quite frankly, someone is being used as like a quote unquote beard, or like, yeah, and they don't know it. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, if it's more of like the lavender marriage, where like what it is, and you guys are in an agreement. This is not what that is. This is someone is completely oblivious to what is going on, like, behind the scenes. We have long road here at the bottom, and at the top we have a good gent. Someone portrays themselves to be like a good person, yeah, a good man, a good woman, whatever. But let me look at this bouquet, which is number 9. That came in reverse. Upright, it is happiness, it is wish fulfillment, and it is attainment. I feel like someone is in some type of long-term committed relationship. It could be because you have a child, or you guys have a child together, or something to that effect. But one party or both parties, like someone within this dynamic, is not happy. Yeah. So when this is upright, it says it could be a surprise gift, a proposal or offer, or the promise of something experienced as great joy. And notice that came in reverse, and at the bottom we have long road. This is not going to be, where it talks about, this great experience. I feel like someone is awakening to like the truth of the matter, or something to that effect. But let's keep going. Oh, jeez. I'm hearing, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I feel like some of you guys, someone was in a relationship, they were unhappy, they had a child with someone, but it didn't work out the first go round. But because they have a child with someone, they're going to try again. But I'm hearing foreshadowing, like that unfulfillment, that unhappiness. It just was foreshadowing. I feel like, maybe, someone had a child before marriage, and, you were in a committed relationship, you have a child, now you're thinking about marrying this person, but you're not even happy, like, and you're not married. So why would you marry a person and be, I'm hearing that song when I used to live in Texas, like, I don't know if they played in other places, but he says, you're in traffic, and now you stuck. Like, whatever this is right now, you can, you know, yeah, even if you have like a child, or, you know, if this isn't a romance, like, you know, maybe you have a business with someone, I feel like you can walk away fairly easily, you know, like maybe, yeah, you would still be connected to this person, but I feel like someone is actually thinking about, you know, some type of marriage or long term, you know, like, yeah, making something legal. And it's just like you're kind of boxing yourself in, is what you're about to do. This is like a long road of unhappiness. Yeah, we have rest and renewal here with this Garden of Venus. Yeah, someone is trying to renew a relationship. Someone is hoping, yeah, we have falling angel, which says spiritual narcolepsy, and we have stars in the sky, limitless possibility. Someone sees all of these red flags, and they're pretending like they don't see that it is what it is. Someone is acting like they're blind, like, you know, oh no, well maybe, you know, maybe this time it'll work, or, you know, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. What else? Yeah, we have skywriting the fates, and this is falling under this bouquet in reverse, which is about being unfulfilled and unhappy. Someone is about to make a decision that is, you know, basically living a life like your destiny. You're you know, about to live a life of just being unhappy for the rest of your life, because this is just not, this ain't it, this is just not what you want. You do not want these problems. At the bottom is straddling worlds, wandering between realms. And again, this is someone, I feel like someone within this dynamic is just definitely living a double life. They're straddling, you know, yeah, I mean, seriously, dances on one foot, balancing act. Someone is trying to, you know, like you have this one life, or this one relationship, or this whatever this is on one end, and, you know, which is completely separate and opposite and different from some other relationship that you're juggling. Mm-mm. Someone within this dynamic, like that's exactly what it is. And again, the original energy was like, you know, someone is actually interested